All right, so as for today, I am switching it up a little bit. I will be working on this drink. Do you remember this fun drink? It feels like forever since I've worked on it, and I was kind of like, what do I work on today? Do I work on the cat picture clove that I was working on earlier this week, or do I work on something new? And I'm like, I have so many projects like started but not finished that I need to finish. And I came across this one at the back of my easel. And I was like, this one's almost done. I should just finish it or try to finish it today. So, yeah, that is today's plan. Like I said, it's going to be a shorter stream, but that's okay. A shorter stream is better than no stream. And yeah. So today's plan is going to be there's some reflection on this glass that I'm going to add and more details on the leaves. That's pretty much it, surprisingly enough. My reference picture in front of me disappeared, so let me regain that. There we go. So I want to focus kind of more on the bottom of the glass just to start off. Hello, hi Ka, how you doing? Aw, thank you for the little Kirby heart. Yes, gonna work on the reflections here. And sorry that I'm sniffling. I was trying to clean up the hair from all these animal ears that I've been making. The cosplay animal ears. Hold on. Where is my... Oh, there it is. I'm like, I have a particular brush in mind. You know how all these brushes are blue? I should really, like, paint the ends of them so I know which ones, and then just note for me, this one is, like, green. This one is, like, purple. So I can quickly find them. Otherwise it looks all like, they're all blue. Yes, Ka, meow. Yeah, it's super cute. Here, I'll show you a pair. People have been asking me to make like winter fox ears. And look how cute these ones will be. And then we'll flip them around. What? Yeah, these ones would be really, really cute. So still got to put them on a little headband. People are like, do you have winter fox ears? And I'm like, no. And then I had some scraps of black and white, and I'm like, why not? Why not? They've been requested. So, and I think people will enjoy them. All right, so back to the painting here. Yeah, basically it's just really bright. So I'm just taking some pure white basically, and I am adding glass reflections. I already mixed my colors. I even mixed some blue and two different kinds of blue, just in case if I end up needing it. Which I might. Yeah, I think like some cobalt blue in here would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna add some reflection. So it's funny when it comes to clear glass, Um, it's like you use the colors around it to give it that illusion that it's actually glass because you can't really paint clear. So it's the way that the light in color is manipulated to make it look like a glass. Ah, hello, Win! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I thought I would get back to this drink, and doesn't it feel like forever since I worked on it? I've been like so distracted by so many uh other projects. Well, I shouldn't say distracted. I've been busy with lots of other projects. It does. So how are you doing, Win? How's life going? Yeah, so just adding a reflection. I actually like adding these little teeny details. I find it peaceful. I would love to have this one done. I think that would make a really fun sticker. Nice. Nice win. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, getting ready for Fan Fusion, which is already next weekend. Oh my gosh. It's a week from now. Exactly now. Ah. I can't believe it. I can't believe Fan Fusion's already a week away. I don't know why it always seems like it's so far away, and then all of a sudden it just springs up and it's here, and it's like, hi! I'm excited though. I have a feeling it's gonna be a really, really good show. Are you sure what is, Ka? That Fan Fusion's like a week away? Yeah, I am very confident. I know Fan Fusion's a week away. Or are you saying, are you sure it is to win? Maybe that makes more sense. Okay, I think I know what you mean, Ka. Never mind. Now you can see like the glass is actually already like how much the reflections really do, making it look shiny, shiny and pretty. I actually really like painting glass. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to play with all the colors. And for this one too, I actually added a lot of different colors compared to the reference photo, because the reference photo is quite dark, so I had to like make up a lot of things, but I think it turned out really well and I'm very happy with it. So we'll see how much I can get done today. I was feeling a bit ambitious, and I was like, when I was kind of making the plan in my head of what to do, um, I was like, oh, I should also pre-mix some greens for the leaves, but I don't know if I can necessarily do all that in an hour, where do all the reflections on the glass and work on the leaves. So especially that I'm kind of experimenting a little bit here. I do have a game plan, but I'm also kind of seeing where the details take me and where I go with them. So a little bit of like almost like improv. Um, but we'll see. It might go really quickly. uh, no worries. Yeah, so I'm like just using a lot of blues because I chose a blue light in the back, so it's kind of reflecting that. Yeah. Also, I'm kind of correcting this. Oh, hold on. I just realized it kind of got a little out of frame. Sorry about that. I adjusted the camera again to try to. Okay. There we go. Yeah, especially with this one so close to being done. I don't know why I just didn't. I remember I had a plan to finish it off stream because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's almost done. But then it just never happened. It just sat at the back of my canvas. Or not the back of the canvas, the back of the easel. I don't think I asked you this, Danny. What's your cosplay lineup for Fan Fusion? I know I haven't posted what mine is, but I've already decided. And I hope no one thinks it's too redundant. I'm planning on doing Jinx for Saturday, Friday and Saturday will be Jinx, which I know I've done like for 2 cons in a row, but I just felt like being a character. I've grown to be really, really comfortable as Jinx, and I just, why not? Maybe for the next con, I'll switch it up. I just really wanted to bring Jinx again for Fan Fusion, so do Friday, Saturday, Jinx, and then Sunday I'm doing KDA Ari. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm happy you're bringing Callum. Honestly, if you want to hear, you do what you want, Win. It obviously it's always up to you, but if you want to hear my opinion, I think on Sunday you should definitely bring your Spider Noir. Your Spider Noir is awesome. I think you should bring him. I know it'll probably be hot though, because of how well actually it's just oh my gosh, I swear I feel like this heat just like sprang up on us. But at least it'll be AC and that kind of stuff inside. You should bring your Spider Noir though, because it's awesome. You should do Spider Noir because you're doing 2 days of Callum already. And you're talking to someone who just did Game on Expo, and I was Jinx all 3 days, which was kind of fun. But no, you should you should do Spider Noir. I think it's awesome. Yeah, so I know it's a lot of just blending, reblending, and it's a little tricky because I mean, obviously, what I have already is dry, so it's like trying to blend into dry paint, which is uh, there's a certain way of doing it, but it's challenging. Doesn't go as smooth as when the paint is wet. That's true, I know. I think Dragon Prince cosplays are just rare in general. I know. I want to kind of remake my Rayla or make a new Rayla. Or I also still really want to cosplay Terry because Terry's adorable. Oh my gosh. So many characters on my cosplans. So many. And as you can see, the highlights that I've added, they're kind of gonna go back and blend them a little bit because they're just kind of harsh. And yes, I want it to be shiny and sparkly, but I don't want it to be harsh. And as I'm trying to blend this one, it is kind of doing its own thing. Hold on, I have a flat brush. Maybe the flat brush will help. There we go. This is what I should have been using since the beginning. There we go. Yeah, what's the update on Rayla? I'm very curious. Maybe one day I should do some Dragon Prince fan art. That would be fun. I have so many ideas. Oh my gosh. Hey, that's something you can count on me. I'm never short on ideas. Yeah, I did want to update my Rayla cosplay. It's not the most comfortable cosplay in the world, and that's why I want to bring her to events, but I just don't because she's just the way I made that cosplay, it's not very comfortable. It could be a lot better. Um Look wise, I think it looks good, but wearability. And I've also learned so much too about how to make clothes and how to design them and how to actually make them fit you well. So, yeah. But when that'll ever happen, I have no idea because I have so many other projects and cosplays in the works. I have just I have so many that I've never even talked about or announced that are in pieces or partially done or need to be fixed. So, yeah, we'll see. I definitely want to get back into regularly crafting though, because, or at least making a new cosplay, because it just feels like it's been a while. Like, I know I just finished season finale Jinx, but that was like a con crunch. And she's still not even fully done either. So, but after Fan Fusion, I want to make a new cosplay. I want to focus on something. So, I have a couple started. We'll see who I choose to finish. But yeah. Yeah. And hey, whatever I'm working on, I can always, bring on stream, show you all what I'm working on. Probably depending on what I am working on and what part, if I could bring it on or how I could adjust my cameras to do so. Like if I'm painting a prop, it might be easy, or hand sewing something. Then I could probably figure something out. But yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Win. Yeah, I would like to in the near future do some more cosplay related streams. Just to switch things up. I do love doing the painting stream. But you know me, I'm always working on many things and switching things up. So, yeah. And speaking of uh cosplays and cons and stuff, since it's kind of self-explanatory, but I will just explain it. Since next weekend is Fan Fusion, I will not be streaming on Friday, but I won't be streaming on Tuesday and Wednesday still. Wednesday might be shorter because that day is the day I gather all my merchandise and everything and organize what I'm going to bring to the show because Thursday is setup day. So Wednesday, I'm going to still try to go live. It just might be short, which is not bad. Yeah. I like this, actually, this reflection. It's kind of making it look more like a painting. Like it has a very artist, illustrative type feel. And I really, really like how it's ending up. And yeah, I am experimenting a little bit. I am seeing how colors are working and that kind of stuff. And I know it looks like I'm keep touching the same spots, but and I am. But don't worry, I'll move on in a sec. Almost done. Almost done with the bottom part of this. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you for understanding. Yeah, no, and I like streaming too. I don't like to cancel them. It even bums me out. So when I have to. Uh, and what I'll work on, I don't even know. It'll be a surprise next week. Be some kind of surprise. We'll see. Yeah, and I'll have so when I was dog sitting, I was working on some paintings, more of the zodiac chippies, which I think I already mentioned, but uh a lot of them should be done soon. So all of a sudden you'll start to see kind of like, oh, like boom boom boom, all these paintings will be done. I'll be posting a lot. So that'll be exciting. Which will mean a lot of new stuff all at once, too. Yeah, surprise. Surprise even to me, because I don't even know. I'm not even sure what I'll choose to work on next week. We'll see. Kind of like today. And I was like, I feel like switching it up. Let's switch it up. Let's look at something new. Yeah. And I'll add in a little bit more of the highlights. I have so many of these like drink themed ones and food themed ones drawn up. I'd love to work on in stream. I think everyone would really enjoy. They'll be like entertaining projects to watch, I think. Yeah. Nope, and there's some highlights here that I'm noticing in the reference picture that I did not add at all. There we go. See, look at that. Ah, I know. I just the bottom part, just the little stand. Mm-hmm. All right, now on to the main part of the glass. So a lot of the same thing of like what I did here is gonna be here. Yeah, actually, it's tea. Tea today. Just. I already had my coffee this morning. Oh, you're good, Win. You're all good. Actually, do you guys see it all right like this? Actually, see it probably the best like that. Just cleaning up these edges here. Oh, my reference picture looks fine. It's such a dark photo that I keep thinking that my screen is timing out on me, so I keep going to like press it like, oh no, wait. It's good. Like, never mind. Hold on. Yep. And just kind of like the same. Just adding little highlights right where there would be reflection or the light would hit. It looks so thick, the glass right there. Why does it look... It almost looks like it's not refined. Like, see this side? See, this is my perfectionist side coming out. I'm actually gonna grab a bigger flat brush for this part. There we go. See, that already looks so much better. Hi, it's Cyber Witch. Hello, hello. Welcome. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Cyber Witch. That's awesome. Yeah, working on this drink now. I don't know if you were here, Cyber Witch, when I was first working on this piece, actually, now that I'm thinking of it. Maybe you were, maybe you weren't. It was a while ago. But yeah, so I started this one and now I'm getting back to it. Gonna hopefully finish it up here. If not this stream, the next few days, maybe. Or at least for the next time that I do like a batch of new paintings. Ah, okay. So you haven't this was way before the Jinx. The Jinx little um toys. Yeah. Yay, we got a good little group here. How's your projects going, Cyber Witch? How are they? How are your cosplays? I remember you were showing me, or at least showing the group some cosplays and stuff, and it's exciting. Well, good luck on fixing Killjoy's shoes. I know. Mine always, kind of like what I said before, mine always took a beating. So when I saw the how yours looked after a day of con, I'm like, yeah, that's how mine look. But I wish you the best of luck. You'll be able to figure it out. I know you will. And honestly, actually, I found, because I've had several cosplays where I've made it one way and then had to remake it. You actually learn a lot. At least that was my takeaway from it. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, is that a waste of time to like make a cosplay and remake?" And I'm like, no, not at all. Like, I don't mind remaking things because I learn, and I think that's really cool. Learn so much. Because, when you're learning, most of the time things don't turn out correct the very first time. Sometimes you're lucky and you're like, ah, it worked perfectly. Sometimes no. Like, oh my gosh, my animal ears, I even realized that with. I saw, like, came across some pictures of my first ones, like from the first generation of the animal ears. I'm like, oh my gosh, the process I used to use and how they used to look, even the patterns that I drew for them, look almost completely different than how they look now. It's funny to see how they've evolved. even just in a year. Isn't that crazy to think about? I've been making animal ears for like about a year now. And they're still going strong. Oh, okay. Tutorial on how to use the sand. Unfortunately, I don't have one. If it's super rough, um, the grit on your drill bit might be too harsh. Maybe try a softer bit at the end. You can test this out with, this is why I keep foam scraps, because grab a piece of foam scrap and practice your Dremel should have came with different little bits, and you can even purchase other ones too, and test it out on a scrap piece of foam. Get a feel for it. It took me a little bit until I found a sand grit that I really like. What the number was, I don't remember. It's not super soft, but it's also not super coarse. It's like one of the ones in between. Also, check the speed on your Dremel as well too. I have found that I used to go super fast because that's what I thought was correct, and it ended up ripping up my foam. And I was like, why does this look so bad? So, test out the. I could tell you the number on mine, but I'm pretty sure we don't have the same Dremel, so it's probably not gonna mean much. But also on that scrap piece of foam, test different speeds of, and then see the one that you're comfortable with. And there you go. Just experiment. And who cares if it's on scrap? It's like scrap foam. You're just gonna toss it anyway. That's why I always keep my scraps. I test primers, I test paint, I test the Dremel. Even when I go, like, very first time I used a soldering iron to make texture in the foam, I was like so much playing around on scrap before I went to the real thing. So yeah, just do that. One to find squares. Yeah, see, I'm guessing you're, see, I don't know. You know, after this stream, and if I get distracted and I don't text you, Cyberwitch, uh, just text and remind me. But I'm gonna try to, right after this stream, I'm gonna go and take a picture of my little, like, bits that I use for mine, and maybe you can compare it. But I don't even know if that would really do anything. I could send you a picture of what I use when I sand. And what it looks like. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, I should maybe make a tutorial. I know that there's lots of cosplayers out there who have made tutorials on how to sand with the Dremel and what different bits they use and that kind of stuff, and which textures are good for what. Oh, don't be sorry for not being super active on Discord. Hey, it's my own server and I'm not even very active. I'm trying to get better, but sometimes my phone, I get tired of my own phone. Yeah, no, no, please never be sorry for not being very active on the server. All is good. All's good. It's really just there for a way to connect with others. So, heck, sometimes I'm even late on replying to messages, or I think everyone's experienced me already where they're like, hey, did you get my message? I'm like, yes, I got your message. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better at that though. And I am getting better. I always do end up responding though. That I will say. I never ignore you completely. I just get overwhelmed. But yeah, I'll share what I use for my little Dremel. Maybe one of these days I should make a little tutorial. Even though I feel like what I do is really simple compared to what the Dremel is capable of. I don't know, I find it so satisfying when sanding foam. I just do. I don't know, there's just something so satisfying about where you can start the day with a piece of foam that just looks like a normal piece of foam. And then once you sand everything, it suddenly doesn't look like foam anymore. Just find it super satisfying. But maybe that's a me thing. I don't know. Yeah. So, the shoes, yeah, the shoes I covered in foam for Killjoys. That I did do. Unfortunately, it leaves them very bulky, and I can't move my ankles. But I really like how the shoes turned out. I really do. I like those shoes a lot. I'm actually really proud of them. Some of the things I would do differently though is in the flexible parts, I would have put plumbing putty rather than like foam clay, because the plumbing putty is more flexible than the clay. The clay can crack. Oh, yes, Win, you're right. I have elf ears. I have my elf out cuffs today. I don't wear them as much as I used to. I used to wear these all the time. But, yeah. Now I'm wearing them again. Thank you. Thank you, Win. Yeah, you know what's also crazy is that I actually have like a bunch of raw footage of that I was going to make into a tutorial of Killjoy's shoes. That's still on my computer and I've never edited it. And I was going to edit a tutorial one day. But then I grew self-conscious of at the time of my voice and how I was explaining things and I didn't like it. So it never got edited or done. And I don't know if it ever will, to be honest. So I just have like the short little videos, like the little reels or TikToks. No, I'm actually not wearing them backwards. This is the way that they go because of the way that it loops around my ear. My ears are small. So it looks like because they really should be more like this. See how they make more sense? But my ears are so small. So because if I wore them backwards, there would be nearly nothing to hold on. This part right here, being here, would be so heavy that it would actually just always fall backwards. So this way, it's like the weight is put here and then it falls here. But otherwise, if it was the weight was here, it would just keep, there'd be nothing to catch it. I know they look like they're backwards, but they're not. Yeah, and also my ears are small. I could, so the metal is kind of bendy. Not really though. It's like one of those metals where you can bend it, but once you bend it in place, just don't touch it because it could break. It's only like meant to like be molded once. So, um I could technically kind of bend this up a little bit and make it shift so it's a little bit more like this, but I'm too afraid of breaking them. I don't want to break these. I like them too much. And I want to, so there we go. I added some highlights to the straw. I kind of want to add some highlights to these flames as well on the burning cinnamon stick up here. I think I'm just gonna do one, not two. Gonna remove this one. And I'm not I don't like how that's blended. There we go. Just gonna do this instead. I'm actually not very much caring for how the white is reflecting on the cinnamon stick itself, so I think I'm just gonna add the really bright light to the white, and I'm gonna take this off instead. There we go. But I do want some really light, so I think I still have yellow. Do I still have yellow? Yes, I do. I have some yellow that's still soft. Cool. Gonna grab some of that. Gonna grab some white. There we go. I'm gonna do this instead. There we are. See, adding just that little bit of yellow to the white helped out so much. There we are. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Ah, and it's Ray as well. Hi, Ray. Ah, hello, hello. Oh, thank you, Ka, for reminding me to look at the clock. Ah, and it's already 11. Oh my gosh. See, an hour flies by super, super fast. Aw, thank you, Nacho. Thank you for stopping in for just a minute. Yes, I think today's turned out really good. I'm really, really happy with where this one's going and how it looks. Still have to do the leaves though. Just adding a few things here and there. Gosh, an hour goes by so fast. I'm like still very much in art mode. Oh, there goes Doggo. And yeah, so maybe next stream I can work on the leaves, or I might work on the leaves after off stream. We'll see what I end up doing. No matter, I'll be posting. Look at the chat before I go. When are you talking this chat, or are you talking Discord chat? Yes, Mochi, good doggo. Let me look. Oh, I see, Win. I see your message now. That is true. I could always take the footage that I have of any of my old tutorials that I never edited and do a new voiceover. That is true. It is a possibility. But then that means that I have to like write a script and rewatch it and re-record it and everything. Which, yeah, that's not impossible. I could do that. Do I feel like doing that? Maybe. I don't know. Or I might just do nice music and show a speed of how I do everything. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's an idea. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I still like I'll write as I still don't like the way I explain things. Sometimes. I don't know. I like this is fine. You know, I don't know. There's something different about being in person. I feel like I'm casual, hanging out, and that kind of stuff. Where with the tutorials, I don't know. I feel like there has to be like that casualness is not there like on a live stream. You're not interacting with people. It's just me, just talking. And then I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's just me. But we'll see. I'm not saying a permanent no for it. I could do it. I mean, it's not impossible. Yup. No, Mochi's a good girl. Well, anyways, thank you everyone for joining today's stream. It was good. I think good progress was made, even though it looks so small, but you can see what the reflections do. Like, it really adds to it. Now the glass really looks a lot more like glass, and it's shiny and pretty. All right, well, I busy day, but I will see you all next week on Tuesday. We'll see what I work on. Maybe I'll bring Clove back. Maybe one of my other projects. But thank you, Win. Thank you. And thank you to everyone for joining. I will see you all next week on Tuesday, same time. Little Clove. Maybe I'll have to bring Clove on next time. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you. Bye.